4 years ago. I'm in 4th grade. One day, I'm sitting in my seat in class, minding my own business. I'm kind of quiet, but everyone knows exactly who I am. Jeffrey Alper, that boy who had cancer. There isn't a kid in the grade who hasn't eaten spaghetti at the church hall's annual Alper family fundraiser dinner, or gotten dragged to a high school jazz band concert in my honor, or, God help me, bought a Save Jeffrey t-shirt. If you were me, you'd try to keep a low profile too. The door opens, and the school counselor walks in, followed by a scrawny kid on crutches. As the counselor starts a whispering powwow with our teacher, the kid sidesteps around her, and I gasp. He's bald. He's muttering angrily to himself, and there's a huge, curving red scar across the entire side of his head. There follows the kind of awkward silence that, by the time we're in 8th grade, would probably cause some wise guy to say, "Whoa, dude, awkward silence." But we're still in 4th grade, so we just sit there and squirm until the teacher turns to us and says, "Boys and girls, we have a new student joining us today. His name is Thaddeus Ibsen. Do you remember when we had that talk last week about how we were going to welcome a new classmate? Well, here he is. Thaddeus is going to need our help in becoming a member of our classroom family, and I know I can count on each and every one of you. Now, Thaddeus, why don't you come on over here and take a seat next to, let's see, Jeffrey Alper." Why is she putting the new kid next to me? Suddenly, I get it. I don't remember the special talk she supposedly had with the class last week, but then again, I'm absent a lot. Also, I don't always catch on so fast, but this time, I put 2 and 2 together. It takes a moment for the counselor to pull out the chair next to mine, for the new kid to maneuver himself into it, and for class to start up again. As soon as the teacher begins telling us about our next social studies assignment, I lean over and whisper, "Hi, I'm Jeffrey. I had cancer too." He looks at me like I'm a particularly loathsome slice of school lunch meatloaf and says, "Wow, congratulations. What do you want, a medal?" That's how I meet my best friend. The end. Well, for what it's worth, I'm here. I never knew it was possible to feel so numb on such a big day. I'm sitting in my hot, sticky gown, trying to keep my big, stupid-looking square hat from tilting and sliding off my head completely. It doesn't help that the metal folding chair I'm on has been baking in the sun for hours. I stare at the sweat-drenched neck pimples of the kid in front of me, but really, I'm not looking at anything. In fact, because I'm me, I'm spacing out. My mom always says, "Give Jeffrey 10 seconds and he'll find something to wonder about." And today, I have more material than usual. For example, why is everybody staring so hard at me? I guess I should be used to it by now, but I'm not. People used to stare at me enough when I was just one half of the cancer twins. But things have hit a whole new level since the relapse and my long ride. The whole state testing fiasco, the lawsuit threat, and the great 8th grade walkout. Now, I'm not just Jeffrey Alper, struggling 8th grader. Since all this stuff has hit the fan, for the second time in my life, I am Jeffrey Alper, official town cause. Go me. If you want to know how this thing started, I'll tell you. It was right at the beginning of the year in Miss Palma's English class. She gave each kid, except me and Tad, a marble notebook, and told us that she would assign journal topics several days each week as class warm-up exercises. Then she told us our first topic, the most annoying thing in the world. I opened my laptop and got right to work.